In 2022, I started noticing in a lot of the transportation articles when I do research. So, Matthew, I write for Forbes. I write like a transportation piece. Like it's only like 4 or 5 times a year. And there was this concept that kept coming up in 2022 that I found really fascinating and I really dug into for a lot of reasons. And that's transportation equity, right? Like,
Hmm.
what's that mean? Like, oh, that's like a new concept there. And I explored it, and basically what it kind of came down to, it's kind of strange. It's like a hard concept to understand. It's I tried to come up with my own definition in an article, and what I came up with was equitable transportation is the movement of people, means to carry, move, or convey people in a fair and impartial way, right? So like thinking about it this way, the rich usually have access to cars. And so people that don't have money have to typically they use public transportation or public transit, or they use something else that they can afford. And my analysis of what does transportation equity actually come down to is the value of time. That's the big differentiator. Like, okay, so you have this transportation system up, and this system says it can literally take anybody from point A to point B, like no matter how much money you have. There's even free services. But at the end of the day, how much time does it take for somebody to go from point A to point B? And how much time was wasted? And is the service that's run, are the buses running on time? Are the trains running on time? And what it ultimately comes down to is, the rich, quote unquote, have more time because they can get from point A to point B faster typically, whereas the poor are stuck losing even more time that they could be using to get them out of their economic situation. And so that was kind of like my brief philosophical exploration of what I found to be a new topic, although, I'm sure it's been around for a long time. And the reason why it was such a big deal was there was an infrastructure bill that came out, and there was a $1 billion discretionary grant to reconnect communities that have been divided by transportation, right? So like highways have broken up downtowns, transportation systems has divided neighborhoods. And so they're looking at ways to bring these neighborhoods back together and to provide equitable transportation. So sorry, I that's it, Gwen. I'll get off of the transportation topic. I hope
No,
that
I
was
think it's
at least
perfect.
helpful.
That
I
that's
think it's
it's a
perfect.
yeah.